Early review gang, where you at guys? We are back for One Piece chapter 1046 and it is called Raizo. It is called like the MVP of this arc itself, and he literally had a trump up his sleeve the entire time and he did use it, and I'm glad he did because that manifested the fact that Raizo is the MVP of Onigashima Wanakuni. But besides that, just to point out one thing, I thought Luffy was the Nika god model devil fruit user. From the Hito Hito no Mi, I thought he was Joy Boy aka Sun God Nika. Since when is he now Zeus or Thor or whatever? But he literally on that last panel looked like Zeus.
You know, I'm something of a scientist myself.
He had those lightnings in his head and he was chasing after Kaido, and Kaido looking up like that. It's like, whoa, I thought you were Sun God, now you're also Lightning God? Well, Cole is gonna like that. Let's jump right into it. The chapter starts off where we last finished with the punch Luffy gave Kaido, and Kaido himself is even horrified of that, and he's touching his face and is shocked. He's like, who the hell are you? Can you tell me that? And Luffy has a big question mark on his face. Like, what do you mean? Well, of course, Kaido, you're asking that yourself. Luffy literally punched through your face with his awakening ability, which is ridiculous. But he did do that, and he's in shock. And then we go to Zunisha, and Zunisha is still nostalgic and he's listening to Luffy's drums, to his heartbeat, to his drums of liberation, and he's jamming to it, and he's like, oh my god, Joy Boy, you did the same thing back in the day, and now we have this new Joy Boy, and I have to trust him because he is jamming the music just like you did back in the day. Well, in our today terms language told, Zunisha is just happy that he found his Spotify password again and he can jam to his favorite music again, and he's happy. Zunisha has now fully trust in the new Joy Boy because he can jam to his music. Kaido is then saying, well, I see, so you have still your smile up in your face, Mugiwara, but you can now use fully your awakening to have your mindset and your body be on the same spot, be on the same page and react at the same time. That is awakening. And Luffy is just doing that. The chapter before that he even said, you are so freely in combat with this awakening. What the hell are you? Your power is ridiculous, but there's a big cost to it. You are dying. This is draining your lifespan. This is not good. Funny was also how Luffy is asking himself, hey, that punch what I did just now to Kaido's face, I need to call it something. I need to call it, Gomu Gomu no, how about Twister? Or how about Gomu Gomu no, drill your face? Kaido is telling Luffy that he had a lot of losses back in the day, in the past when he had fights, and he has built everything himself, his armies, his power, everything. That's why he is the world's strongest. And Luffy is again saying the same thing, I have to kick you out here so this country is free, and this is what I'm going to do. Their conversation is basically still the same and they go at it. Kaido is doing a new attack at Luffy, Dragon Swarm, and you can see the attacks from his club, and Luffy's body is still taking shape to Kaido's club, and it is ridiculous how his awakening is still adapting to that. But also at the same time, Luffy's new attacks, he does not name that, but he's just spamming punches at Kaido. You can see from Kaido's body, it is just turning into rubber and it is affecting Kaido's body. Luffy's awakening, his Gomu Gomu no Mi Nika awakening is affecting his body. The punches look like he turned Kaido into rubber. Just in the moment where they finished and both of them go to their sides again because of the impact of their punches, you can see that the fire and the smoke reaches the top level, and Luffy's noticing it and he's coughing and he's like, okay, what the hell is this? And Kaido is also noticing it and he's like, well, the entire castle is burning thanks to a certain somebody's rage and stupid wishes, but this means all of your allies will burn to death. Deal with it, Mugiwara. And Luffy is just chill. He's like, nah, don't worry. I have guys downstairs who will take care of that. He has fully trust in his allies and in his crew. So therefore he's calm. He's like, no, don't worry. Kaido is not having it. He's attacking Luffy and he takes his crutch, Luffy by the way, and he tries a Michael Jackson. No, he does not, but he's pulling himself up so Kaido's attack can go smoothly through it and it does not hit Luffy. I think that also was a wind style attack from Kaido, which he has done with his club now. He last did that with his normal dragon form, but now he does it in his hybrid form. so he can use that also with his club, and those things cut. It's like the destructo disc, it's like the Kienzan from Krillin. Disgusting. And from there, Eiichiro Oda decided to leave the rooftop just to sum up what is going on for the middle part of this entire chapter, literally. Because we see everybody and everybody is hauling ass, everybody's running away. We see the light floor and it is on fire. You know the song Ring of Fire? This is that, but times 100. You can see everything burning. There's Chopper's holding ass to Nami, and he's scared. He's like, what the hell are we doing, Nami? Everybody is gone. I can't find Sanji, Zoro, I can't find nobody. And Nami is also in shock, and she's like, well, what do we do? Zeus, can't you do anything about this? You can create rains, right? And he is saying, nah, not me. This is too much of fire. This will burn even me down. So, okay. Why the... whatever. We go to different parts of Onigashima. We can see Frankie, he's carrying Zoro, but what he does not know is that Zoro is a corpse. And he is trying to find a way out. And behind him, there are a lot of gifters, and they are following him. It's like, wow, Frankie's thug gang out of nowhere just grew. He has a new thug gang out of gifters. But they are following him because they are scared. This entire thing also reminded me of that one scene from The Incredibles. You remember when Mr. Incredible and Frozen were in that building which was burning and they tried to find an escape? It is literally the same thing with this. They're trying to haul ass and it's like, man, I can't create your eyes and it's all, everything is on fire. We gotta find a solution for this. And yeah, by the way, Zoro is still a corpse, Frankie. His soul is somewhere in the underworld and the Grim Reaper is trying to find his soul because he still got lost. He didn't find the entrance to hell. So let's see what that's gonna be. We go away from those two, we can see Sanji, and he has all the girls by his side. He's on the left brain tower dome, and he had all the geishas are there with him basically, and he's now the lady killer. They went outside, they tried to see if they can go somewhere from the outside parts of the castle, but no way. The entire ground is crumbling. We can see Onigashima floating, but rocks are crumbling down and the island is unstable and there's nowhere out. Inside everything is burning, outside there's nowhere out. I think they are still beyond the ocean level and did not reach the mainland yet. I think this will happen in the next chapter, but there's for now no way out. We see Beppo and Law's crewmates, Penguin and so on, and they are just running. Beppo, of course, he as a polar bear, he hates fire, and his fear does not make things better. As a mink and as a polar bear, he hates it and he's like, this fire is too much, nah, I'm out, man. And he is falling down, he's letting himself carrying by his crewmates, so okay, whatever, Beppo. By the way, confirmed with volume 102's SBS that Beppo is the number 2 in Law's crew because he is the strongest and he has a Sulong form. Confirmed. And also confirmed, Sanji fans will hate this, Zoro is the Mugiwara crew's number 2. So after Luffy, it is Zoro. Well, until Yamato joins the group. Then it will be Luffy, Zoro and Yamato at the same spot. At least to me. We see a brief shot of the samurai and they're seeing Brook. Their reaction was just this. Holy shit, you got burned down, you poor man, you're a skeleton. Yo, no, I'm not a skeleton, I'm always a corpse. But yeah, they literally thought Brook burned down and just became a skeleton, a living skeleton which is cursed or something like that, and the Eiichiro Oda still manages to put in some comedy in there, so well, glad to that. But Brook is asking, is there a way out? Can we do something against it? And Robin is skeptical, she's like, nah, I don't think so, we are done. But wait! There's more! Then we come to the MVP of the chapter. Jinbei is talking to Raizo and Raizo is like, thank you Jinbei-kun that you trusted me. And Jinbei is like, hey, no worries man, Luffy trusts you so I trust you. It is funny because Jinbei and Raizo before Onigashima never met. So it makes sense that they have this kind of a conversation. But Raizo had a plan B this entire time. That man, that samurai, this ninja who can take down every Hokage in Naruto, who can take down even Madara Uchiha with the Sage of Six Paths power. What did he say? He is like, I had a scroll this entire time. Back in the day when I was hiding in Zoo at Zunisha's place with the minks, he was asking, hey Inuarashi, where are these waters coming down? And Inuarashi was like, no, don't worry, this is just Zunisha taking a shower. This is huge amount of waters. Can I take some? Can I borrow some of it? Because after that, what I witnessed back in the past with Lady Toki, Momonosuke Hiyori, how the castle burned down, I never wanted to anybody witness the same thing. So I had a plan B. and that guy took the waters from Zunisha's trunks when he washed himself back in Zoo, saved them into a scroll for worst case scenarios or for bad days when somewhere again a castle might burn. I mean, he could have also used the Kamehameha, but he uses water. I can dig that. And what does he do? He takes out the waters, he shoots the waters at Jinbei, and Jinbei does his Yojinto karate style. He takes the water, twists it, and you can see spirals in there. Eiichiro Oda is all about the spirals. Devil Fruit spirals, Luffy's awakening eyebrow spirals, Sanji's eyebrow spirals. It's all about the spirals. So the water comes at Jinbei, he grabs the water, turns and spirals and twists it around, and then, by the way, the boys, Jinbei and Raizo, are at the 4th floor, so that's the only way this entire thing can work. He takes the waters and he shoots them down into the castle from floor to floor to floor, and they're flooding it with waters. So Raizo could have been the solution the entire time, but he was busy holding friggin' Fukurokujo so he can burn down, and the man is still going strong, saving everybody's asses. This is huge. There were also panels of Apu and Ibi, because Apu is in the underground section of Onigashima and he is commanding Ibi, crush that wall so we can escape from here, but he does not manage to do it because the wall is too hard. The entire castle is too hard. And then he mocks him and he's like, hey, you are worthless, you can't even break this wall at your size. And he gets angry. The number gets angry with Apu, and I'm like, yes, please crush him down so this MF is gone for good. I have no more patience left for him. So the waters of Raizo's scroll and Jinbei's controlling it. It is reaching floor by floor by floor by floor, and you can even see kids' crewmates are carrying Killer and they're still laughing in his way, and then they're like, man, this is so hot, there's no escape. But at the same time they see, wait a second, do you hear that? And then do entire huge amounts of water come. Man, devil fruit users hate this, but it is necessary because it will freaking save their lives and everybody else's. So this is the plan B of Raizo, and this is the saving solution for the fire. But we have one more thing left, and this is the biggest catastrophe that could happen, and it is Onigashima falling down. And Yamato is telling Momonosuke, she's straight up taking his dragon mustache and she's like, hey, listen to me, Momonosuke-kun, you need to create clouds, dragon clouds. You need to do it right now because Kaido is reaching his limit any second now, because she can feel that due to her observation haki. And also the island is unstable, the island crumbles even more and more, so it can fall down at the same time. But Momonosuke is like, well, I don't know, I can do it, and Kaido is still alive, and so on, and she's just babbling shit again. And Yamato then says, no, you have to do it, Onigashima will fall down, Momonosuke. And the way she said that, we get that last page. And there he is. The Nika God form transformed Monkey D. Luffy himself. And what does he do? Instead of creating fire, doing some Red Hawk Gatling span, no, he's in the air, grabbing lightning, looking like Zeus, and he's ready to attack Kaido with it, and he has this smile on his face, and Kaido is looking at him and he's like, man, your powers are just the best and the worst, I love that. Punch me and punch me some more. And the chapter ends with that. It was basically a great chapter again, and Eiichiro Oda delivers 10 out of 10s ever since this entire arc literally started, if you ask me. And great thing about this chapter was also how Luffy at the beginning, even when Kaido asked him, who are you? Luffy again said, I am Monkey D. Luffy, I am the one who will become the king of the pirates. He still does use his catchphrase because he's still Luffy, so this Nika awakening transformation did not change him. He still believes he's a Gomu no Mi user, a rubber man, and he still says, I will become king of the pirates. Note that. The fire problem is solved at Onigashima, but what is not solved is the point of Onigashima falling down. And I can see Momonosuke in the next chapter managing do it, to create the flame clouds to hold Onigashima off. I can see him do that at the moment where Kaido drops Onigashima. But also I think Oda will do it like this, where Onigashima will at the end fall, Momonosuke's clouds will not manage to hold it at all at the end, and then Luffy will come in there, use his awakening, and then turn the entire castle, the island of Onigashima and the castle into rubber. So it will be like a huge rubber castle. It will be just a huge rubber castle and everything and everybody will bounce in it, so Onigashima will be safe like that. And the flower capital will be safe like that. I think this is the one thing Oda wants to do at the end, and then we have the final last 2 chapters of fighting with Luffy and Kaido at the flower capital, and everybody will witness it. I think Oda is going to do it like that, and then you have it, and this is the end of the fight and the end of Onigashima. Who will win at the end? We don't know, because Luffy's life is draining every time he uses Gear 5, because he's not ready for Gear 5 it seems, he has not mastered it, and Kaido's at his limits, so it's interesting. But we will see it with the next chapter. Next week there's a break. Now it's your turn. Write down in the comments what you thought of the chapter. It was again a 10 out of 10 for me. It's your turn. I'm out, and yeah, awakening please, right? Bye.